Hi and welcome to Heidi's Family Kitchen. Today we're making naan bread. Everybody loves naan bread and it's super easy to make at home and it's so much better than what you buy at the store. So we're going to get started with our ingredients. So we have 3 cups of flour, but we're going to just start with 2 cups in your mixing bowl. And to that we are going to add a tablespoon of yeast, teaspoon of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, and we're just going to give that a quick little mix here. And then our wet ingredients for this recipe are half a cup of water, an egg, a quarter of a cup of olive oil, and a third of a cup of whole milk yogurt. I buy the Astro natural yogurt. So full fat if you can. Okay, so I'm just mixing all the wet ingredients in one container. Just makes it easy to start the dough. So we're going to start, like I said, with 2 cups of flour. And I'm going to put this in, turn on the mixer on level. Add all the wet together. Just let that go until all the flour is moistened with the ingredients, and then I'll slowly add in the rest of the flour and I'll show you what it looks like when it's time to add in more flour. So everything's been absorbed now and it's time to add some more flour, and I'm going to start adding the flour in. There's about a cup more here, so I'm just going to add in the flour. That's what it looks like. So I've added in another about half a cup of flour, and I'm just waiting for the dough to pull away from the sides, and I'm going to just add a little more. That's been kneading for about 3 minutes, and we're going to take it out and I'll show you what it looks like. It's a nice dough to work with. Take that off. Okay. And just sprinkle a little flour on the counter. Give it a couple of turns. Comes together. It's a really nice dough. Okay, so then this is going to make 8 naans, but it's going to rise for about an hour, and we're going to put it into this grease bowl. We're going to just cover the top with a bit of the oil there. Cover this with plastic wrap. And we're going to let that sit for an hour, and then I'll show you how you shape it up. So look at this dough. It's been rising for an hour. And now we're going to divide the dough into 8 pieces. You're going to get 8 naan breads. Just put a little flour on your counter. Look at, oh, it's so nice. Just eyeball 8 pieces. Doesn't matter if they're exact. I'll just put those aside, and we'll start with 1 piece, and I'll show you how you cook your naan. So the nice thing about naan bread is you don't have to put an oven on. You just cook it on the stove top. I have a cast iron frying pan heating up on about medium-high heat. And so just any heavy bottom pan you have. And you're going to first roll this out into about a 6-inch piece-ish. I mean, it's naan bread. You've noticed naan bread before. They're not perfect shapes or anything, which is great. You don't have to fuss with that. You just want to make sure what you end up with is going to fit in your pan. So once the pan is nice and hot, I take just about a teaspoon of vegetable oil, put it in the pan when it's hot, take a paper towel and just brush the pan and sort of season the bottom. Then you take your dough and you're going to give it a little stretch like this and just drop the dough in the pan, and when it only takes about 2 minutes total to cook. When you start to see big bubbles coming up through here on this side, you take a look there, and as it looks to be nice and toasty on the other side, just flip it over and cook it for another minute or so. And just watch that it doesn't burn, and if you have to adjust your temperature as you're going, because by the last one the pan's nice and hot. So I sometimes have to turn it down when I get halfway through the 8 balls of dough. So that's the steps, and that's how easy it is to make fresh naan at home. I hope you give it a try, and it's delicious with my Thai red curry. We'll see you next time on Heidi's Family Kitchen.